This is the path I follow. Secure the perimeter. Reporting. Sorry, I'm late, Yummy. My blade strikes. Okay. It's pointless to resist. How do you like me now? Let's make this quick. Fine. Roger. Yanagi, I'll handle it. Let's finish the job. Roger. Yanagi, I'll handle it. Okay. Reporting. Secure the perimeter. Okay. Okay. My turn. I'll handle it. A little gift for ya. The light is but one step away. The victor is clear. Roger. Okay. I'll handle it. No winter. Secure the perimeter. Yanagi, I'll make it pay. Fine. Roger. You're done. Stay close. nitro fuel?
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Okay.
I'll manage things from here.
My blade strikes!
I'll take over now.
Right. Back in my chest.
Securing the perimeter.
The light is but one step away.
I won't betray your trust.
Right.
I'll manage things from here.
Here to assist. I'm blowing the color.
Everything's under control.
Okay.
I won't betray your trust.
Fine.
Securing the perimeter.
Don't touch me. Fine. Look around.
I'll take over now.
Just this once. Okay.
I won't betray your trust.
Going back in my chest. Awaken. Where are you looking? Fine.
I won't betray your trust.
Fine.
I'll manage things from here.
Stay away from me. Oh, okay. Awaken. Not worth my time.
I won't betray your trust.
Fine. Oh my. Better not get my chest.
Securing the perimeter.
Want a glass of nitro fuel? Good day.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
What
What brings you here this time? I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Yeah, the shining golden signs. Let your inner spark ignite. Find the treasure.
Let's fire it up.
I'll protect you from any danger.
What brings you here this time? I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster. What brings you here this time?
recognize me. Running won't save me. And why? Take this! Still recognize me? Rectify. Wow, that's a fun! My compliment. Improvise. Chaos. That's a fun! Take this! I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle. May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. Thunder guide us. Onwards. Lend me your strength. Insolence.
All is fair in war. War spares no one.
Lend me your strength.
Target confirmed. All is fair in war.
Strike as one. Moment of a lend me your strength.
All is fair in war.
Embrace heaven ordained. Banish all vice. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Vitality, sower. Transmitting frequency. Let's have fun. Embrace the change. Fluorescent shadows. Let it end. Fast in starlight. Thunder guide us. What? Onwards.
Let me be there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future, let's reach farther destinations together. Let me be there for. Let's reach farther destinations together.
Greetings! Shifang Pharmacy here. Hello? What type of medicine are you looking for today? I might be able to make it taste good.
Let me be there for every.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Greetings! Shifang Pharmacy. Be sure to pay close attention to the contraindication and side effects of your medication. Be sure to pay close attention to the contraindication and side effects.
Leave it to me. Shape the shapeless!
Commence healing.
Speeding up. None shall whisper. Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command. Synchronization. Deference. One with the sound. One with the sound. Down with the curtain. Shape the shapeless. Synchronization. Let me be your blade. One with the sound. Deference! Let me be there for. Let's reach farther destinations together.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Leave it to me. Let the winds roar. One with the sound. You will obey. Let me be your blade. Tempest! One with the sound. Let me be your blade. Shape the shapeless. None shall whisper. One with the sound. Synchronization.
Transmitting through.
One more time. One with the sound. Synchronization. Let me be your blade. Let the winds roar. Let me be there for everyone.
I see my way clear.
Time for another adventure?
One with the sound. You will obey.
Administering first aid.
One with the sound.
Synchronization. Speeding up. Let me be your blade. Precipitant!
One with the sound. Let the winds roar. Down with the curtain. Verity shines. Keep it together.
Synchronization.
One with the sound. Leave it to me. Keep it together. None shall whisper. Blast.
Shape the shapeless.
One with the sound.
Synchronization. Don't worry.
Commence healing.
Serenade. Let me be your blade. Tempest.
Blast troops. Let me be there for everyone.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Why hesitate if you know what my thoughts are clearing up? And my resonance with Yotan is getting stronger. This is all because of your help, isn't it?
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
Let me be there for everyone.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
None shall whisper. One with the sound.
Synchronization. Let the winds roar.
One with the sound. Cherish every gain. Leave it to me. One with the sound.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
You will obey.
Commence healing.
Endless reverberation.
One with the sound.
Shape the shapeless. Synchronization. Let me be your blade.
Tempest. Down with the curtain. One with the sound.
Precipitant.
Leave it to me. One with the sound.
Let the winds roar.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. One is the sound.
Deference! Let me be your blade.
None shall whisper. The show. Let me be there for everyone.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Wind guide me. Leave it to me. One is the sound.
Precipitate synchronization. Let the winds roar.
Leave it to me. Embracing change.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
Leave it to me. One with the sound.
Synchronization.
Embracing change.
You will obey.
Storm, hear my command.
Administering
One with the sound.
Remnants of the past.
Leave it to me.
備完了しました。総員作戦準備。支援感謝します。はっ、まだ終わっていません。エネミーダウン。一気に畳みかけましょう。やっはっはっはっはっ捕食開始。これでまだ戦えます。はっやっ支援感謝します。あなたの指揮のおかげで勝利できました。総員作戦準備。やっ支援感謝します。次のターゲットははっ一気に畳みかけましょう。皆さん気をつけてください。はっはっはっはっはっあなたの指揮のおかげで勝利できました。 今日はどこに行けばいいのですか？
力があるからこそ自らの意志で確かな選択をできる。みんなから見れば安全防務署から出るのはあまりいい選択には見えないだろうな。だが
It's Alhaitham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get... Oh, I advise you to... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses!
Who exactly are you? A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do...
Huh? Oh, yeah?
He doesn't even have...
Maybe not. Those high-headed...
We'll reconvene at... You were willing to... Look, if...
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want...
You know almost everything there is to know, but this is what you've been looking for. This. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct.
That's,
It's essentially a they were created as a... But despite over the past... Meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. Ah, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement... You're... Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, Then you must help me. I need you to find. Unlike the peddler, she's guarded against people from the academia because most of her wares don't comply with academia regulations. I think she become one of Dor.
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task, you don't have.
Fine.
You two are out beyond the password, though.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora, and I'll prepare some.
What?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look...
Try inspecting them with element...
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge that's because knowledge originates from Ermin's. However, some can not... Using elementals...
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here's don't be cheap. Oh, and...
Mantra?
The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay.
Looking at what Alhaitham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Hyman doesn't think it was that on the...
What a unique palette.
Following the paper...
Roanoke.
Got it. You too. Please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch.
Every ship deserves
No,
the best.
look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retreat, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to pack it. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Alhaitham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. He's over there! Hey! If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that... Here, over here! You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, very good. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess? But it seems... Paimon's not sure if that's supposed... I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. So that's why it's your first time here. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. What kind of product? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological... Yeesh! Who would want more? How about... With this one, you can become an... Ooh, now this sounds like it could be used. 2 million Mora. Whoa! Of course, you are! Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned. We'll take these, please. Listen. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we... Think about it. We've gone to all this... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. Then please... hold on a second. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but Dory, we'll take this one. All right. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham.
True history is sometimes even more exciting than...
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Wow, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well,
You're a pretty damn...
relax.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, it's when we heard that the...
In that case, a short while ago.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does...
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I agreed to however, they adamantly—
So you kept...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are so I've been sabotaging their business to force them into the Divine Knowledge Capsule should be to ensure the unless I know whose Dory is the most
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay. You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right... Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here. Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a control— While you fight, there may be variants—
Wow! Haytham! You must, Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
When you are unable to— Alright, let's begin the—
Everyone hold hands!
Illusion shattered!
Strike a pose! Yeah!
Alright. The next step, hold it in your hand.
are you feeling? You mean that it...
All right. Time for round 2.
Shine down!
I see everything. Everyone hold hands.
Now,
Oh, hey, Thumb.
well,
Wait, how much? He's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk.
仲間を傷つけたいなら
2 days' time.
まずこの剣に聞け
This is more of a
悪を
story for information.
切り尽くせ
Heard as much as she requests.
今こそ夢立ちの時よよみがえれ少し休憩しようまだやるべきことがたくさんある
大丈夫。期待に応えてみせるわ。Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else. Can you really get it? So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Oh, but you know, after all, I had to work a read. But how can we... Because as for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a pic. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, so you're off. The group has done everything in their power to... That divine knowledge... The capsule is... Thanks for the info, please! Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ain el Ahmar.
私の鞘に触れるなよ。やけどするぞ。悪くない。皆もっと過去を振り。
一緒に夢へ入りたいの？言っておくけど、夢の中って夢が燃えているわ。
合格の相手は久々だな。勉強になった。
Let's head back and talk to Alhaitham.
True history is sometimes even more exciting than legend.
Alhaitham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right.
Dory even gave us
Huh, look at that. All right. In which case?
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again. See you then.
Alhaitham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yep. Oop.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. You're I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
Illusion shattered.
Hey!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him. Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satya. This divine... Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could...
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine... Still, Paimon didn't...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in port...
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that...
Truthfully, I don't. Moreover,
everything...
I'm heading back to the...
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon...
Add Astra...
Just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came. Indeed.
There's no need to be...
Thanks, Speaking of which...
Of course we went.
I see. If there is another... My lady, if you went to Port...
Dia!
It's called covert protection.
It's alright, Dia. The festival's tomorrow.
Even when you put it that way.
Don't worry, my guard.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day.
Oh, I've already prepared a room for you.
Whoa,
Here we are.
It looks really nice. That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, all of my friends.
Yeah, it'll be
Then let's meet at the near.
It's a deal.
I may be too excited.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero. Oh, no. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dun.
Traveler, Paima.
Good morning, Dunya.
Not at all.
You've worked so...
You know, well... Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you...
Mushrooms, so...
It's another Sub-Zero. Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashava mush.
So, the Wait, but then wouldn't the... Oh, Traveler, we have... Thanks!
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at
What's alchemical...
Right?
So...
It's quite simple.
Sure sounds...
That is precisely what we need.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusan...
Why does everything sound so much...
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows... Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take...
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking...
Oh, I remember now. It means...
Illusions and love.
Yes.
He's not even
Naturally.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still...
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda.
It's a weird guy with... Hey! It's Dunyarzad!
In the few short days it took to prepare for the...
The hol...
All right, little soldiers, take...
Yes, Knight! Just...
Ferret.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyar.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all.
Whichever one... Ooh, those are...
And there's also lizard tail...
Huh? What?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than...
Dunyarzad, you tried
I also believe in.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound...
Oh, actually, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably...
Things can't go on like this.
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutch.
Those Eremite...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their Mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you.
Don't speak so. Don't worry about it. Traveler, take Miss Junior's.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right.
Please be careful. Don't waste your time worrying.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia!
Any more of them? Or rather...
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this?
Please.
Come on.
Hold on, you said... It can't be.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad.
Thank you very much.
Don't be...
Are you feeling unwell?
My lady, your condition...
Truly...
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Ella's...
Can't believe it's Ella's...
Oh, Sumeru's curse.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be compared to the simple... I know that my family loves me. Did you know? Since I was a child, I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's not to mention this way. When my final day does arrive, at the very least, many people will remember that I...
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also...
To be honest, lesser thanks. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Nilou will recreate, and with that, my...
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Were you not aware?
Over there!
I think I just saw...
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the
Sub-Zeros festival. The law also prohibits the private if you continue to resist. The Grand Sages are...
How... The Academia was originally... This is a hard pill...
Art. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth. While people like you,
No! I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have...
Understood. I will...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now?
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilou, it's alright.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much.
It's okay. See, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero.
If you say so. But...
Yes. Okay. It's a
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out.
It really is okay.
Nilou and Dunyarzad yeah.
All connections have been... The project is entered...
We're gonna be late! It's all because we should go meet Dunya... Dunyarzad?
Not at all.
You seem...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the...
You are quite well.
They're all plant, actually.
It's one of the Sub-Zeros festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to...
Appear to be in the...
Really?
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really look?
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition...
Understood. I'll keep...
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris the Knight.
Oh, do you want...
What's the... Ooh!
And there's also...
Hmm.
Great! These boxes of candy are not... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon, bet! Huh? How's that possible? Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? A feeling. Oh, Paimon! In that case, so why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually...
Welcome, you two! Are you here for lunch? What would you like? Got it!
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it the... Oh... That... Isn't this going a bit too... How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean that's impossible? So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets, Yeah. Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad.
Oh,
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dinyarzad, have you ever...
Deja vu?
Oh, Paimon...
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's dance of...
Have a wonderful day.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, When we return...
Understood.
The Sub-Zero...
okay.
But you've been really looking forward.
It truly is unfortunate.
True, but. Well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival.
Wait, what did you just.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! So, in the end, maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking.
Observing a mod. Continue to monitor.
Why does Paimon feel so...
Not at all.
Huh?
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can. Oh, are you? It's not that simple. Each box contains a. And there's also. No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which. Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon?
Ah!
What?
That couldn't have. Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, we're... What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know... What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know a knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well... What the... This is our... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have... What the heck was... Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I am... let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was... What if... Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happening? Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are asked for the truth. That's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you... I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time... She looks like she isn't doing well at all! If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save... But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand... Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
That does... What's happening? That doesn't... The moon... That doesn't... The grand... That doesn't... We've all... That should...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity. Still the wrong answer? A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more... Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today... Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, Nahida rejected Paimon's memories.
Hey, it's you. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee they're fresh. Huh? What kind of fella? Didn't you know that...
He actually... Anyway...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you... Ooh, I knew...
You're really...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? What you just...
Paimon knew you...
marvelous.
When you say it,
I believe that the book only.
so that's how we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. Yeah.
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh?
You want the Traveler to...
How did you know what I...
We need to say something...
That doesn't sound... Diaz.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that.
All right, so this...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might...
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't... Her parents said that this is how she was...
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're...
My lady, are you angry? All right.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring...
We just wanted her to see the real...
The real Juniors?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzadi.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad.
Her condition's really bad.
I can sense her.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's fest... So, you think the same?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using...
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge?
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge...
A gnosis could do that?
So, this Nahida...
She said, and Paimon quotes...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
People... That doesn't sound... Okay, that doesn't sound... My mom...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into it.
What's the point of doing something?
Just think about it. This hive mind could make...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain?
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did...
I heard it too. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime. But
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom? It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are. If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself. I guess I'm the moon. The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination? Anyway, no one... okay.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh!
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? It's as if...
You're saying that...
That's right.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue.
So you want us to take the...
How did you know what I...
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got it. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey, what kind of an answer is that? Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival. Okay, no more! Paimon's brain is already shut down. That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and
continue the harbor.
We're still in the same day! Nahida! Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your... Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for... Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been... Paimon's flat... In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not... Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday... Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical... So, what's your...
The beep... That doesn't... Okay. That doesn't sound... Mercy... If all our memory...
Oh! Then that's why when we wake up, but muscle memory... A brilliant... Nahida, tell us if we're right or... To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on... That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn some... Right! She did help us find our latest...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't...
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying.
All right then, let me get this...
Yes, your memory's being...
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero, common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself.
Right! They could use the Akasha. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly sick. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon... I wonder who this gift could be from.
This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on the dummy? Let's say the sages didn't
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every... I'm a professional fighter. My martial school... The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated. It's just as they say.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differ... Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilou's stage. See you later.
Well... Yep, that's true. Strange. Paimon... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's Paimon can't believe it! How about we go back and ask Nahida? You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question. Leaving the city. As far as I remember... We did? But we don't... Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town. Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories. Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that... Well, where should Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message. Listen to it and...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just...
Traveler... It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday! Okay, let's go!
Why can't we?
Don't ask me.
I have a real
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced. Let's go and Hello, sir. Why can't we...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get... This is a good spot. And the garden... Huh? Why? But... Oh... Paimon... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon... And please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon... Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you... Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest...
What's your perspective, Traveler? I guess that explains everything.
So, if we leave the city, it really sounds like something, but this way, we'll also never discover what's up. Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just...
I made some little changes.
To make something like this?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're out.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the... Let's go then. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about... Okay. See you tomorrow, That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you...
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz festival in Sumerus... I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces...
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that...
Oh, right. Paimon did hear
the message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression...
Oh, so that's what it... Later on, Traveler also mentioned Paimon's head is...
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of... So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey! time to think? All right.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Trev? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. You're back. I've been. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam? And okay.
All those spaces remind me. That doesn't sound right. The moon. That doesn't. People in We are all in a.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, and those spaces with no human. Huh. So be correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that it
That doesn't sound.
and it
That doesn't sound.
It is the Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also. But is stealing everyone's dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active. In other words, dreams. So, in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the real story is that this. Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about this?
The grand. That doesn't. My mom. That doesn't. We've all. That doesn't. The beat. That doesn't sound. Those space. Those dreamscape.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues. So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right? Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into. Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything. All right, last question. Who am I?
They say that.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet. Yes, those can wait until we're. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally. Now that you know this is all a dream, Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very... Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't... That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any... So whenever they wake up... That reminds Paimon. Traveler had it... Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream enhancement. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are... Can humans really keep dreaming forever? We might say your mental fatigue has already... Especially those whose health... People's lives are at stake! I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could they really just... Even you don't know the reason? The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. Traveler, do you have...
Okay, that doesn't sound... The Grand
Celebrate the birth of... Could it mean... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for the... After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara... How can the sages of the Academia... In the end, I'm just the moon. A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles. Oh, we're out of... I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. Nahida? Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad or the real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared? It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it. She's actually something like a puppet. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad. Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which... The old Dunyarzad might not have... Dunyarzad truly believed that she... Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, far from it. I'm still alone. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I would... Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between my... Don't be like that, Nahida! To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the Samsara as soon as possible. Great, but... Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from... Which means, with the power... Imagination? What do you mean by that? Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and mora on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken. How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a hay. And even if we did find them, how are we... After all, like you said... It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town. Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary... She was such a good person. Yeah. But... Paimon's wondering. Huh. So... Who do you... Oh, that would... Let's go ask him some...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me...
Less questions, Mom!
Okay, my wish.
Oh.
I noticed her. She just doesn't... I've also
So...
when she placed the hat of the... What she didn't realize was that Okay, yeah, okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some back...
That's close enough. New punch.
There is no escape! Yoo-hoo! Everyone hold hands!
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes...
Now you shall perish!
Hey! The doctor will see.
Illusion shattered!
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those... you and Nahida both. Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, she said it was because she had forgot... Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembered. Yeah. This is the place. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay. Paimon's gonna. This was only a Should we open? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote off even though she was also busy preparing for the Sabzeruz festival and had all her health problems. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift if we hadn't found this book, but now that we know, we... Hey! Where are you off to, Nen? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here. And the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about...
There will always be frustrations in life.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh. So she's still just a puppet. What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, the Grand Sage is...
How did things turn? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you in.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get a... Wait, they're not reacting. Oh, of course. So they're just
is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Yes. The Greater Lord.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decoration. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real So when you saw the flowers, But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware. How should we make Nilu real?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to his piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sabzeruz.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot? Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu performing...
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench? Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1. talk about Dunyarzad first. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler. Among the countless dreams, once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon. Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. Both are fine. Everyone react. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faith. At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall. You also heard someone's voice, right? Yeah! So you do know! It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret. King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard. Okay, so... I still haven't met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated. Many devoted scholars go mad, but I believe this is the key to six. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, the traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen any... No, we must decipher its secrets. This puzzle has life and death at stake. To be accurate, I'm using the... how did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean... Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Ruka. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet. Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing. So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom. There has never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. this is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never knew got it. I hope my aunt... To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sages' activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Literally.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually,
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, asked.
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sabzeruz festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of yuck.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sabzeruz festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that?
No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homayanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on...
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it, but for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off and...
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off...
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers!
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on...
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, Rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he... Actually, I already have... Setaria. We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated it. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries. The name Setaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to come. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes. From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing... Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the right. We must somehow make that way. Not only can we get useful... From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off from the academia. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance to prepare. Let's go check out some of her favorite spots, and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there. This should be Setaria's favorite fortune teller. So should we ask? No, I already have enough information on Setaria. Talking style and key.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become trouble? The divine voice of wisdom.
Huh? Really?
Shh. My friend here has some doubt.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps...
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the Lord...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
prospects. No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is, suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Energizing combo sets. Hearty noodles. Waterfall soup.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trick?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my work...
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father...
Oh, no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he...
I see. We wish him peace and happiness. I'll have someone in charge of logistics.
No problem.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia.
Nahida, you've really...
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? So, if I recall, you were having a discussion...
Ah, that's after all, but I'm still discussing all kinds...
What an admirable...
Sure.
So this restaurant has a bake...
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons.
I see. Does that make...
Thank you so...
So, was that it?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces. What's the point of... Sataria's already used to... I remember you mentioned that although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Although she knows she should return home.
Well, King Dashret is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply engaged her under... But, if we were to borrow...
So, you mean...
Yep. Possess them through the... As long as everything goes...
Ah, so that's how you're going to use...
Exactly.
Huh?
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he...
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never...
You're not wrong. It's always been...
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these...
Yeah, don't beat yourself up.
Alright,